Today, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the lottery. Just last week, somebody had won the giant jackpot of $1.6 billion. From what I understand, it's like the second largest jackpot in history. And my first thought was, well, congratulations. Your life has changed. And then my second thought was, okay, dumbass, you just won $1.6 billion. What are you going to do now? Now, the reason this is so important is because I'm sitting there thinking, I put myself in the position if okay, let's imagine I'm sitting there, I'm looking at my ticket, and I've just won. Like, my numbers are like every single one of them's adding up, and I like for a second there's got to be this feeling of like disbelief, like this can't be happening right now. There's no way. My chances of winning this, last I checked, was about 1 in 300 plus million. And the night before the drawing came out, I read an article that said that 75% of all possible number combinations had been purchased before that night's drawing. I'm like, that's insane. How many people put money into this? How many people wasted money on this? I wasted money on this. I spent $20 of my money that I will never see again. So interestingly enough, I did a little math. And when I went to look at the numbers, I love playing with these particular numbers. I said, well, okay, let's say I took that. Here's what I did. I looked at what the average American spends on lottery tickets, because I'm not the average American by any stretch of the imagination. I think this is the second time I've ever played lottery ever, and it was more of a work group pool that we all kind of put in for. Anyway, average American spends around $225 per year on lottery tickets. And I know the guys I work with, and $225 is really low. At any rate, I did the math. I said, okay, so if I took that same $225 per year and I spent it every year on the same day buying Bitcoin, how much money would I have? And I did the math on it, and I think it came up to something around $24 million is what my money would be worth right now. I really hope you guys like the lottery tickets. I really, really do. I kind of wish, I kind of kept joking to the guys at work. I said, I'm going to just take the money and I'm going to put it in Bitcoin. And they're like, yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. But I mean, it's still fun to imagine, okay, what if I did win that money? Well, I don't know about you, but I just get this feeling that most people, they've got this idea in their mind that their whole life is going to be changed, which they will, and everything's going to be better. And I would argue that no, it's not going to be better. It's going to be much, much different in terms of the issues you got to deal with. The first couple things I thought of is, okay, I just won $1.6 billion. Of course, taxes is going to be a huge part of that. I'm going to need an accountant to make sure that I handle this stuff properly. Well, most people who play the lottery aren't the kind of people who have accountants. So there's a first problem. I don't know who I can trust to be an accountant. I haven't established a relationship with an accountant. I haven't established a relationship with a lawyer. Maybe my friends and family relationships aren't that good. Maybe they are. I don't know. I just don't get the sense that the type of people that tend to play lottery tend to have all these things already lined up, already have the relationships established way ahead of time. And you know, okay, I've known this guy since I was like, 10 years ago, whatever. It's just a brand new thing. And now you got to figure out, okay, can I trust this lawyer? I mean, I hear about a ton of musicians that hit big, they kind of hit the lottery in their own sense. And you hear time and time again these mega stars getting just totally taken advantage of by their management, by their agents, and it's like, how do you let that happen? So there's problem number one. I'm sitting there thinking, okay, wait, how long do I have to claim the tickets? Well, it's not really all that long to be able to go establish those relationships. So not only are you about to win all this money, but you don't have the infrastructure set up already to handle that amount of money. All right. It's like if you have a little drip in your house, it's it just suddenly develops. It's like, well, I can put a bucket under it. I can handle it. It's doable. But when you have like a waterfall suddenly land on your house, a little bucket ain't going to do it. You need the infrastructure to handle an atrocity like that, because that's kind of what this is. It's like a big waterfall coming down over your world all of a sudden. All right, so the other thing I thought of was, well, we also don't have security. Like, I don't know who I can trust for properly securing my my house, my person. I need to hire bodyguards probably in this case, because there's going to be a lot of people that are interested in this money. I know a lot of people that will kill a man for way less than $1.6 billion. That's a lot of damn money. At any rate, there's so many issues that come with this, and I have a feeling that people just are not aware of their strong desire, their thirst for the unearned that drives them to play the lottery in the first place. And that's exactly what is being capitalized on and taken advantage of, is people's thirst for the unearned. This idea that I can throw in $20 and everything will change. But it just doesn't work that way. I mean, let's face it, the same people who are dumb enough to play the lottery, on average, are the very same people that would have no idea what to do if they had won. All right? I mean, how many of the winners that you hear about in the lottery end up broke within 5 years? And anybody on the outside that hasn't won the money, they're going, I would have handled it differently. I know better than they do. Do you? Do you really? Are you really that financially literate? Do you understand how money works? Most people don't. I talk to people all the time that don't even know the difference between money and currency. Hell, a decade ago, I was 24 years old. I didn't know the difference. I was a dumbass. I didn't know. And it's not taught in schools. So we have a big problem here. One other point I might make is that if you go and look at the banking system, there's supposed to be like FDIC insured, a certain amount in your account. I think it's like 100,000 or 250,000. I don't know the number, but it's not anywhere near $1.6 billion is going to be insured in your bank account. So you can't just take that money and just put it in your checking account. You're going to have to split that money up over all sorts of different places. You're going to have to learn all sorts of new terms for financial instruments, and you're going to have to learn all sorts of different vocabulary and things that you didn't even think that you didn't know. It's ridiculous. I'm going back and I'm sitting here thinking that very moment when I'm holding that ticket that just won, and I'm thinking I'm experiencing two very, very different emotions. I'm experiencing extreme joy for having won this very unlikely prize, and at the same time, I'm extremely terrified. Enjoy your lottery tickets, folks.